Hey everybody. So I have Dr. Tony Hampton with me. Today we were talking about all things keto and carnivore and the things that people are struggling with to adhere to these kinds of diets. So hi, Dr. Hampton. Can you share with us some of your experiences with your clients and their challenges in following those low carb diets?
Yeah, it's actually the foundation of why I think I've been successful with my patients. And when I created my Nest and Rope acronym, it really allows me to think about why people struggle, and that's why I created it in the first place. So one of the most obvious things, and we talked about it during the Protecting Your Nest podcast interview you did on my behalf, which I appreciate. We talked about the importance of sleep. So one of the things I do with the diet doctor is I write articles for them. And when I write those articles, I talk about different components of the nest and rope. And I also talk about other health related topics in the low carb space. And so, sleep is so important. And the key is not necessarily how much you sleep, it's the quality of the sleep. And so one of the things I always try to get my patients to do is to put those blue blockers on, because the blue blockers are really helpful to kind of help you increase your melatonin and get your body, into that mindset. Okay, sleep's coming very soon. I also in the morning increase my cortisol by putting a mood lamp in front of me. So I'll get some bright light in front of me for about 20 minutes, and that'll actually increase my cortisol level, because again, sleep is about having a circadian rhythm. If my wife tolerates it, I want the room to be cool at night because I sleep better when the room is cool. I try to cover my eyes sometimes or be in a very dark room. Some of my patients actually take magnesium as a supplement, and I'll absolutely try to be on a consistent sleep schedule. I find that when I'm on a consistent sleep schedule, that really helps a ton. So that's the first thing I want to say. Number two is, believe it or not, how we think, right? And your thoughts are like everything. So in fact, they're so important that my podcast episode number 14 of the Protecting Your Nest podcast, I spent the entire episode talking about how we think, right? So if you have self-limiting thinking, you're not going to be successful on your health-related journey. It's just not possible. So it's important that we put positive thoughts in our brain so we can overcome those limitations. And if we do that, we'll be successful. Another thing I think about, and this is going to the rope, right? That R in that rope deals with relationships. And if I have a person in my life who's not aligned with my goals and my purpose, I may struggle because that person really needs to be aligned. So sometimes I have patients who will come to me and they're really excited about reversing diabetes and lowering their blood pressure, and their partner doesn't want them to lose weight because in some cultures, being too thin is not attractive. So I have to work with that couple. Sometimes I'll get the husband on the phone and we'll have a conversation. We'll make a little bit of a compromise and find ways for him to be happy with the changes as well as the patient. So the relationships in your life matters. I tell people, a great author, Gottman, has a great book, and it's the Principles of Marriage book. I would get that book, learn how to have a healthy relationship, and that'll be important as well. And the last thing that comes to mind when I think about my ROPE acronym is the E, and that E represents life experiences. And your life experiences matter. So I ask all my patients, let's think about all the things that you've done over your lifetime that have made you who you are. Some of those things are great and they still serve you. And some of those things we need to sunset because they don't serve you very well. It could be dietary patterns that you have. It can be a belief system about, literally, how you deal with stress or how you sleep. And maybe those things are not serving you. So your life experiences, if they're not serving you, we need to sunset those old beliefs. And then more importantly, we have to have new experiences like watching a video like this to to give you experiences that serve you better. So those are the things that come to mind. And I just think that whenever you're trying to be healthier, make sure to think about, when you struggle, what's the root cause of your struggle? And if you do that, you'll end up exactly where you want to be. So thanks, Sarah, for asking that great question.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Tony Hampton. I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell icon so YouTube alerts you every time I post a new video. Also, check out the description box for the link tree to Dr. Tony Hampton's all of his platforms so that you can connect with him. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.